Are you fed up with feeling stuck, uninspired, and like you could do more but don't know how to begin? Miyamoto Musashi had a lot of ancient wisdom that can help you take control of your thoughts, change your habits, and become the strongest version of yourself. Watch this video to learn more. Lesson 1. Audit your daily thoughts like a critic. Are you really aware of the thoughts that every day go through your head? A lot of people aren't. They don't focus on anything, which lets negative, self-destructive thoughts take hold and get stronger over time. However, you need to start with your thoughts if you want to use the power of self-improvement. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain, Miyamoto Musashi said at one point. That way starts inside. Your mind is the arena where you decide whether you will win or lose before you even do anything. And if you want to master your mindset, you need to check your thoughts every day, like a harsh reviewer, not just an observer. Start each day by being aware. What are your first thoughts when you wake up? Do they give you strength or drain you? Feelings of what might be possible, or feelings of fear and regret? Most importantly, are those ideas yours or the doubts and limits of other people? Write them down. Write in a book. Don't filter it. Be honest. Tell the truth. It's not about making decisions in this process, it's about finding things. You need to look at the conversation in your head like a film critic looks at every scene for mistakes and gaps in the story. Where does it lead you? What does it help you become? As it turns out, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. And the way you think is where your habits start. And if you think things like, I can't, I'm not enough, or why bother? Then your actions will always show what you believe, even if you have big goals. Musashi learned how to think clearly when things got tough. He trained his mind so that it couldn't be affected by fear or feeling. You need to do the same thing. Think brave thoughts instead of weak ones. If a reviewer would point out that you are being lazy, self-pitying, or making excuses, then you should do the same. Because you need to master your mind before you can master your life. And you won't be able to control your thoughts until you listen to the story it tells you every day. Check it. Don't accept it. Change it. Lesson 2. Treat discomfort as a sign you're evolving. People often get discomfort wrong. It's something that most people try to avoid at all costs and do everything they can to get rid of. You might want to get away from that feeling, but what if it's the sign that you're growing? Miyamoto Musashi, who was both good with a sword and smart, knew this very well. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain, he wrote at one point. You won't have an easy time no matter which road you choose. To really evolve, you have to fight. And feeling pain is a sign that you are getting close to your limits. You will feel resistance every time you go beyond what is easy or comfortable, like getting up earlier, learning something new, facing a fear, or holding yourself to a higher standard. Not giving up is not a sign to stop. This means you're letting go of the old version of yourself. Musashi didn't choose ease when he trained. Often, he trained by himself in nature, and sometimes there was no sound at all. He didn't want to be easy. He needed the truth. He knew that the only way to get stronger was to go through pain and stress. He leaned into the pain because that's where the real change happened. Think about this. A muscle can only get bigger when it is pushed past its present limits. It's also true for your mind, your morals, and your discipline. So the next time you feel bad, don't run away. Change the way you look at it. Tell yourself, this means I'm growing. When you are brave and face your pain, it loses its power over you. You stop being afraid of the pain and start appreciating what it brings. As a fighter, you have to be willing to go through the pain of discipline, change, rejection, and growth. Like Musashi, you need to learn to see pain not as a punishment but as a strong master. It's never easy to grow. It shouldn't happen. But the longer you stay in the fire, the more you burn away who you were and shape who you are becoming. Accept it. Due to the fact that pain is not your enemy. This is the next step in your growth. Lesson 3. Create rituals, not routines. They build identity. Routines work like a machine. Rituals mean something. Both involve doing the same thing over and over, but the difference is in the purpose. You do something every day. Some things that you do every day shape who you are. Stop trying to make habits that you can barely keep up and start making routines that fit who you are if you want to improve yourself in the long term. This was very clear to Miyamoto Musashi. His daily jobs, like practicing swords, writing in calligraphy, and meditating, were not just chores. They were routines that spoke to him and helped him remember who he was and who he was becoming. Respect Buddha and the gods, but don't count on them to help you, he said. To put it another way, control must come from inside. And traditions help us get stronger on the inside. A habit tells me, I need to do this. This is who I am, is what a tradition says. The difference is important. Like, I need to go to the gym, someone might say. It's easy to skip that practice when you don't feel like doing it. But someone who says, I work out every day to keep my mind and body sharp, is following a routine. It's not just about working out, it's about who you are. Think about it. What small thing could I do every morning to get in touch with myself in the future? How can I make the things I do every day into holy rituals that help me grow? What counts is how you do it, not how long you do it. This is true whether you're writing in a journal in silence, reading a few pages of a meaningful book, meditating, or setting goals with purpose. In the middle of chaos, Musashi's routines helped him see things clearly and stay calm. They helped him keep his cool and remember what was important in life or death fights. Even though you don't fight as part of your routines, every day your focus, confidence, and sense of purpose are at risk. Start making routines that will help you change. Before you do important work, light a candle. Say affirmations with strong belief. Stretch your body like you care about it. These small changes make days better, but they also make you better. Because your life becomes famous when your habits become holy. Lesson 4. Speak to yourself the way a wise mentor would. You listen to yourself even when no one else is around to hear the words you say to yourself. If you want to improve yourself, you need to stop being your worst enemy and become your own smart mentor. In his writings, Miyamoto Musashi said that you should respect and control yourself to keep your honor. Think positively about yourself and don't feel sorry for yourself. These things can poison your thought. To work on this, pay attention to how you talk to yourself throughout the day. When you hear negative thoughts, stop and ask yourself if you would say this to a friend or family member. Every morning, write down 3 positive things about yourself and say them out loud. The things you say to yourself are not just wishful thought. They are weapons against doubt. Being a wise teacher to yourself also means being strong and kind when you hold yourself responsible. Speaking the truth with strength and kindness is important. Let your words grow your courage and help you believe in yourself. Talk to yourself as a fighter instead of a victim if you want to grow. You are the most important person you'll ever teach. Remember that the things you say to yourself have power over your life, so be your own smart teacher instead of your worst enemy. Lesson 5. Use envy as a map to uncover your hidden desires. Many people think of envy as a bad feeling, but it can also help you find what your soul really wants. It can happen when someone finishes a task or when other people live their lives with freedom, order, or success. To understand envy, think about what makes you angry about it and how you feel left out. When you feel envious, think about it and figure out what you want, like being fit or having your life in sync. Musashi never compared himself to others because he was weak. Instead, he did it to improve himself. When you know how to use envy, it turns into fuel instead of poison. Use envy to drive yourself. Seeing someone else do what you want to do can help you see what's possible. In envy, someone wants to get ahead, not take something away from you. Envy can help you see the things you haven't paid attention to and tell you that your wants, dreams, and power are real. So, build, start, and work on something to get rid of your envy. When you act on your envy, you start a fire. Lesson 6. Design your environment to reflect your future self. The place where we live has a big impact on our habits, way of thinking, and daily goals. If the things around us remind us of the past, they can hold us back. But if they remind us of the future, they can pull us to greatness. Musashi kept his life very simple. He avoided clutter and other things that would take his attention away from his goal of becoming the best fighter. To make the right environment, we need to be deliberate and get rid of unnecessary things in our space. We should also surround ourselves with books, pictures, and tools that help us move forward, and we should clean up our digital devices. Also, we should pick friends, teachers, and groups that expect the best from us and won't put up with the worst. Think about our future selves and try to live, work, and behave like them in the present. Use a vision board, daily prompts, and a plan that is designed to help you move forward, not just relax. The environment is quiet but strong. It shapes everything, so let's work with it instead of against it. Plan our surroundings with purpose, and let them speak to us every day to tell us of what we are becoming. Lesson 7. Track progress in silence. Let results do the talking. Self-improvement is not a show in this day and age. It's a process that works best when left alone. Real warriors, like Musashi, don't want praise. They want to be in charge. Do not use likes, comments, and approval to measure your progress. Instead, keep a record of your wins, losses, and lessons to track your progress in silence. Watch how disciplined you are instead of how well you show it off, and celebrate in private while you get better in public. Forge ahead in secret, and let your work speak for itself. To see how much you've grown, use habit trackers, monthly reads, and secret goal sheets. You should be honest and give specifics. Your scores should live in your heart, not on your social feed. For Musashi, the prize was in becoming, not in making noise. Take a cue from him and post your results instead of your plans. Follow your rules, and let your silence be your strength. Your achievements are your voice, and you get your power back when you stop looking for approval from other people. Stay low, move quickly, and keep track of your progress. When the time comes, let your results speak for themselves. People pay more attention to results than to noise.